Good afternoon, Ms. Rita and everyone. Our topic is on fetal health classification. We have 5 members in our group, which consists of me, Tohi, Chiun, Chiwi, Annabelle, and Sharaf. In our presentation, we will be presenting on the introduction, problem statement, objectives, data collection, data dictionary, literature review, machine learning model, proposed method, and reference. Number of people on Earth is decreasing worldwide. In particular, it aims to prevent fetal death as much as possible among the World UN Sustainable Development Goal by preventing child deaths. We propose a model to predict fetal health using datasets such as fetal heart rate, fetal movement, and uterine contraction. And we want to verify model performance through a study literature review. We confirm that the proposed method results in high accuracy even if other data is used. Segment. Many fetuses and mother die during childbirth. Environmental deaths are mostly preventable. Also, the world birth rate continuously to decline. In addition to environmental deaths, they die in the womb due to inherently serious deformities. Women who have experience of fetal death in the past have a high recurrency rate of 2.5%. There are still many high-risk pregnancy. In the case of observed deformities, they must be found quickly before death to survive. High-risk pregnancy are dangerous for both the fetus and the mother. High-risk pregnancy must be prevented. I will pass it to Sharaf to continue with the objectives.
Me, Sharaf, now I'm going to explain about the objective part. The first main objective is implement the suitable data mining models such as multinomial logistic regression in the chosen dataset in order to predict fetal health into 3 fetal health states. Okay, secondly, comparing 14 related research papers that done by our group and by researching it through Google and done by our other authors in order to find out which data mining models work the best for fetal health classification in order to produce a reliable result for this project.
Thank you, Shah, for presenting the objectives of our project. My name is Annabelle, and I will be presenting the overview of our dataset. For data collection, we have decided to use one of the dataset from Kaggle, which is in the category of fetal health classification. And the dataset that we have in the end chosen is named Fetal Health Classification, which is uploaded from Luxcell, and it was updated 2 years ago. For data source of this dataset, it is from the website Wiley Online Library for the journal Cystopol 2.0 from the author Ayres. And for data type of this dataset, it is of numerical quantitative data. 6 of it are discrete, which is countable. 16 of the numerical data is of continuous, which is measurable as shown here. For the fetal health dataset, this is the first until the 9th of the data fields of the fetal health dataset. And here is the 10th to the 22nd data fields of fetal health dataset from Kaggle. For the data dictionary, it has 22 fields with floats data type for all records as shown here, with its description and data format, data type, and the field's name. Thank you.
Okay, next, before doing our literature review, we came up with a research question. Our research question is what the most effective machine learning technique for fetal health classification based on the CTG data. Based on our literature review, most of the research team applied classification algorithm in their project. The type of classification algorithm being used in multi-class classification. This is because the dataset used in the study will be classified into three categories, which are normal, suspected, and pathological. Okay, since the dataset, the effectiveness of the machine learning model will be accessed by few methods, which is accuracy. Since the datasets were classified into 3 categories, hence the ability of the model to differentiate it across classes can also evaluate by using the area under the curve score. Based on ASIN 2015 findings, the scores of AUC of the machine learning models was highly positively correlated to the ability of the model to distinguish between normal, suspected, and pathological classes. Okay.
I'm Chiwe. I will continue with the presentation. For better illustration on the literature review work, we present it in the form of taxonomy mapping. We have done literature review on 10 articles. Basically, the objective of the article is to establish a machine learning model to classify and predict the fetal health state based on the CTG data, and also compare the performance of different machine learning models in classifying and predicting tasks. Some of the article did mention that the dataset underwent data cleaning process, feature selection at data pre-processing stage. A series of machine learning models has been used by the researcher in their study, which are logistic regression, decision tree, random forest, XGBoost, k-nearest neighbor, neural network, and support vector machine. Majority of the article applying the accuracy score, F1 score, recall score, and precision score as performance metrics. However, there are also limitations when applying the machine learning model in classifying and predicting the fetal health state. The main limitation is the incomplete features of the dataset. Now, we proceed with the literature review for result. According to our literature review, the decision tree and random forest produced the best result in 6 out of 10 papers with an accuracy of more than 89%. Besides that, logistic regression also is an efficient machine learning model in classifying and predicting fetal health state because it seems to have better accuracy than decision tree and random forest score from 2 out of 10 papers.
I'm Chi Ong, and I will be presenting the proposed methods. After doing the literature review of 10 articles, we decide to propose 3 methods to be used in our project, which are random forest, decision tree, and logistic regression due to its consistent result as seen throughout the literature review. First of all, random forest reads the results of a CTG with multiple vectors and classifies the result with each individual tree with the class with the most votes and becomes the prediction for the model results. Secondly, the decision tree method is useful because it can be used for both classifications and regression. It can determine fetal health based on any of the features condition. It will have nodes representing conditions and leave nodes representing decision based on those conditions. Third, logistic regression is chosen to classify CTG signals because it has a high accuracy rate, but it has limitations. For example, before using logistic regression to classify cardio, which is the CTG signals, datasets must be pre-processed and any outlier must be corrected. These 3 models are picked based on the fact that it provides higher accuracy for classifying and determining fetal health compared to other models. Therefore, it will be implemented to the selected datasets, and the results model will be compared with the study literature review to analyze whether if the models are suitable to be used on the chosen dataset for fetal health classifications. So, this is our appendix of our project, and this is our reference list for our project.